Alright, we'll start with our first refine, which is a Dark Greatsword.
Oh, it's good.
It's from Siegbert.
Yeah, it's Siegbert.
Yeah. I still don't care for Siegbert, but this is solid.
Okay.
To each their own.
I haven't even read it yet, guys, please! If unit initiates combat, grants attack speed +4 during combat. It's aka Swift Sparrow. That was already there before. If unit is not adjacent to an ally, okay, obviously. Grants attack speed +5 and neutralizes foes' bonuses from skills like Fortify, Rally, etc. during combat. Wait. Isn't that just a lull?
It's dull.
Dull, sorry.
It's dull effect with solo 2.5.
So basically, as long as he's solo, he's getting most of attack speed solo and the foe can't be buffed.
Yeah. That is so good because he's supposed to run off on his own, so he's not going to be adjacent to anyone. I mean, you're a cav unit with 3 movement. Yeah, you're going to run off.
Initiating a weapon that is player phase already.
Hold on. You don't even have to initiate for that one, though.
Nope. That one's dual phased, so you can just be on your own.
So, in other words, when he's striking, he gets 9 attack, he gets 9 speed, and they can't be buffed.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so simple and clean.
If he's on the defensive, that's still 5 attack and speed, and his foes still cannot be buffed.
Yep.
I bring out my Siegbert, but I don't build him. I never built him, so it wouldn't really prove anything. But his attack is really high, and his speed is okay. What is his speed again?
His speed is 35.
Speed. Yeah.
So
actually, that's pretty good, especially from when he's from.
So putting it into perspective, a base Resplendent Eliwood with the entire proc of his Durandal, Blazing Durandal, of course, has 44 HP, 52 attack, 38 speed, 35 defense, and 34 res. Siegbert will have 44 HP, 59 attack, 43 speed, 31 defense, and 16 res.
Okay. If he wasn't 5-star locked, that's the only thing holding him back against Eliwood. So what you're saying is, in other words, in terms of pure offensive potential, Dark Greatsword and Siegbert is now over Eliwood.
Easily. Siegbert will double Eliwood, assuming that they both player phase each other, which makes no sense.
Right. But of course, Special Fighter has a lot of value, guys, but we're just talking about sheer offensive value.
Yeah, Special Fighter versus, your foe can't get buffed.
Not only Special Fighter, but the impact part
and
Blazing Durandal as well.
Siegbert has 43 base speed initiating. Impact might not always be necessary.
Okay.
Right.
Well, that was quick and easy. That is a very good refine. For those of you guys who thought you were unlucky to get Siegberts, well, you're not unlucky anymore. He's gotten so much better.
He is amazing now. Like, legitimately, if it weren't for Eliwood's existence, which is really going to hurt any sword cavalry, if I'm being honest, Siegbert would be the best.
Yep, that's what it looks like. But yeah.
I will admit this does make Siegbert a lot better. I'm still bitter about how many times he's pity broken me over the year that I've been playing at this point.
See, here's the thing. I hear a lot of players mention that. They're all just upset that they got pity broken by Siegbert bunch of times. But, like, some of them are saying... Well, I remember some of them are saying, chances are they're going to be really happy about this, and I think they will.
Siegbert was already okay with Swift Sparrow, but now... dude's one of the fastest cavaliers. Outright.
Yeah.
Plus speed, Siegbert has 46 out the gate with his weapon.
I'll just be honest. If he got plus attack, plus a 5 attack, 5 speed alone, I would already been like pretty okay with it. But the fact that he's getting rid of all kinds of buffs, all buffs, that just clinches it. That just
that's
makes
the part that
super.
makes it really that sells it. Honestly,
yes.
You are gonna double most foes if you invest in that speed stat.
Yes.
Like, it's not even a question.
Okay, well, enough about Siegbert. He's excellent. That is a great refine on him. Moving on, though.
All right.
Weighted Lance. This is for that ugly girl, Gwendloyn.
Who I built.
Who you built. Who... I know there are, like, a handful of people still out there using Gwendloyn or still really happy that they made Gwendloyn. But I'll just be honest. Of most of the Gwendloyn players that I've met or known of, most of them are like, I just did it because she scores well. That was their only reason for it. They didn't want
I can't argue that. That's why I did.
So let's see if this changes their mind and makes them want to use them now. Okay, so accelerate special trigger cooldown count -1, considering her base weapon was a slaying weapon. Makes sense. It is a direct improvement over that. At start combat, if unit's HP is over 50% or equals 50%, grants defense res +4 and special cooldown charge +1 per foe's attack during combat. Wait.
Yeah. So it's basically like an enemy phase blade, like Rinko's Club or Missile Obtain.
Wait.
That's not just enemy phase though. That works.
That's dual phase.
while
It's
she's
enemy-based
initiated.
attack. It's enemy-based attack, rather.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I got so fooled by the icon. Guys, look at that icon.
It looks like the brazen defense.
It looks
res
like a
icon,
brazen. What?
Yeah.
That is not a brazen. That's not even.
I mean,
guess
it's
he
a
got.
special fighter background, or fighter. It's just a special background in general.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. I got so misled. I thought it was just gonna be a brazen. I was gonna laugh at it, but no, it's actually way better than that. Jeez.
Yeah. So,
Yep,
put in perspective, if you run Bolt Fighter Gwendolyn, then on player phase, at all times, she'll have accelerated cooldown.
Jeez.
Assuming she's healthy. And then, of course, since mine runs steady, warding breath, rather, in enemy phase, as long as I run QR, and Bolt Fighter, she'll always double, she'll always have accelerated cooldown, and she'll have that def res +4.
Yeah, that's
Combine that with the fact that she has Slaying, Ether will proc on her second hit.
right. That is super solid. You guys gotta remember, she also has a very low attack, so getting fast specials is such a big boon to her.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think to put into perspective, that puts her up to 42 defense base with Weighted
Wow.
Lance.
Wow, if they're gonna make Gwendolyn that good, I'm looking forward to Sheena. Jeez.
I am really looking forward to Sheena and Drogs.
Yep. As far as actually using this refine, you either put her full enemy phase or full player phase.
Or you dual
Because
phase with
this-
Gold QR.
Yeah, you gotta put QR.
But
on.
it takes a lot of fodder. You'll need breath.
Yeah, it
you'll
does
need
take a
Bolt
lot of
Fighter.
fodder for that, but if you just go full player phase, she's actually a really
She'll
she's a
destroy
very
specials.
she's going to be a very competent armor Gale Force unit, or
yeah.
with Aether
Armor
if she's in
Gale
melee
Force.
combat.
She could definitely
Armored-
Gale Force.
Yeah,
Really?
because the accelerated special trigger, that means Aether
Armor.
and Gale Force are both 4 cooldown, and if you give her Bold Fighter, then no matter what, Gale Force will go off. If
No, I
she's
get
in
that.
melee combat, Aether goes off on the second hit every time.
I get that, but when you're talking about Gale Force, she hits really softly. That's the my only
She's not
concern.
gonna hurt too much with Gale Force.
Yeah.
She'll just be able to do it. So for anybody who has a good Gwendolyn, like +10, plus attack, something like that, got a pretty solid option there.
I mean, you guys have seen Gwendolyn. When you have like body parts that are that disfigured, of course she can't hit hard. So,
But she can tank it.
all right. That's actually excellent refine too. That's 2 excellent refines in a row. Surprising.
Oh, yeah. Those are the 2 I did, honestly.
Yep. With plus attack, plus 10, and all 5 flowers, Gwendolyn, with her new weapon, will reach 54
Base
attack.
And 46 defense. Well, actually 47 defense and 37 res.
Here's the thing. I've
with
never
Weighted
seen a plus
Lance.
attack Gwendolyn. I've seen plus speed, tons,
I
plus
use
defense,
plus-
second place, plus res, third place, I would say. But I've never seen plus attack.
That's what I use.
You use plus attack?
I can
Yeah,
I can see plus
honestly,
attack
I dropped
becoming
plus
more
speed
common.
because of the neutral merge update.
Okay.
Plus speed doesn't
I
cover
can-
anymore.
I can very much see plus attack becoming much more common going forward because of the fact that, okay, this goes so well with Bold Fighter.
Exceptionally. In fact, I'm going to give her Bolt Fighter since I have them compile, which, fun fact, I'm only about 200 pages away from getting Bolt Fighter from Ephraim. So I know
you're
what I'm
doing this
using
for
it on now.
you're doing this for Gwendolyn. Like, oh my. All right. To each
Yeah.
their own. I can't, guys.
And then
I already gave her Hode Attack for Rally Up Res, Warding Breath.
I know you're
I
committed.
might as well just get the job.
You're committed. You're committed. I'll be honest, guys. I still don't suggest Gwendolyn. I think this refines is excellent, but she's still a Gen 1 armor. She still is. Gotta keep that in mind. There are better
Yeah.
heroes out here, especially if your main focus is scoring. There are many more better heroes.
Well, as far as arena, free to play rather goes, the only other options Hollywood.
Yeah.
Or
If,
Valve.
well, right. If you go, if
Or
we're
FE,
yeah,
but
okay, fine. If we're talking
Valve
about
or
arena
FE is
and
the same.
only Lancers, then yeah, your options are quite limited. but I argue you only ever need one tank, and so Flamer it is how I look at it.
Yeah, pretty much. But for the people who actually use, like, if just having this Refine honestly just makes you have a very competent advanced armor. Like, you're gonna be able to proc Ether so quickly off this if you just give it a little inherit.
Right.
That's the biggest thing about using Gwendolyn as well, is that Aether is going to be so easy to use when she's in melee combat.
Whoa, welcome back, Vic. 30 months. Hey guys, can you get some Numio wows out for our mod? Well, he's a mod in Discord and on stream. Vic, welcome, man. Thank you.
Best man, Vic.
Neat.
All right, but let's move on. I agree, it's great. I definitely agree, it's great. 2 great refines in a row.
If a unit gets a refine, Therese already a better unit in the
I
gacha.
personally think that Gwendolyn's
self-butcher.
is the best
Well, that's what
out of the
refines
whole
are.
batch.
Okay, well,
I
I
think
haven't seen the
Siegbert-
rest, so let me see
Right.
it.
So far, I think Siegbert's is better.
Rune Axe. Oh boy. When unit deals damage to
Narcian.
foe during combat, restore 7 HP to unit, triggers even if 0 damage is dealt. Oh, they did not do Emerald Axe. Thank God.
Nope. They
Right.
gave him the crossroad between Soul Lance and Bellringer.
Bellringer.
Wow. Okay. If penalty is active on foe, grants attack speed, defense, res +4 to unit during combat. Yeah. And it just explains what a penalty is. Okay. Oh, wait a second. You guys gotta keep in mind, Narcian's one of the lowest attack heroes in the game.
29. It's not that low compared to some, but it's still pretty low.
Well, okay. Compared to Axers,
Yeah,
Who's lower?
one of the lowest.
the lowest. Okay. I just wanted to make that point. It's really, really shitty attack. So, they gave him a sustain out of this.
He's a pretty solid mixed tank. For reference, a +1 Narcian has 44 HP, 34 defense, and 26 res. With this in mind, he would have 47 HP, 38 defense, and 30 res. Pretty good.
Are you counting the penalty thing? Because that's not consistent enough in my eyes.
I mean, as long as you have panic or smoke going. Keep in mind, that's the same thing that you would get out of, like, Thrasier and whatnot.
Alright, fine.
It's pretty consistent.
My only concern is, of course, whether you can get a penalty on your foe or not, but if you can, +4 to all stats is a huge turning point for him, and his sustain of 7 HP each during combat. Is this each hit? No.
Every hit.
It is every hit.
Every
Okay.
So he can heal 14 damage per combat.
Okay. Yeah. That super sustain is super useful, and I guess it makes sense because he has the defensive stats for it.
For a year 1 flyer, yeah.
Yeah,
He's got pretty good res, in particular for an axe flyer. It's kind of weird.
fair enough. My only concern is just the amount of damage he's dealing out, but I guess he can just rely on specials.
So at base, he should have 49 attack with the proc on Runeaxe.
Yeah, see, that's what the proc. I'm not sold on penalties being guaranteed, but I understand where you're coming from.
I feel like
You
the
have to
meta-
kind of run
meta's
him in
gotten
a
so
team that sets it up.
the meta is so penalty focused these days. I feel like it's more likely than not in most fights that you'll have some form of penalty, whether it be a smoke, chill, sabotage, ploy, anything like that.
I know, but things fall apart if it doesn't happen, and it's not guaranteed. So
I mean, yeah, but then again, sort of units like Thrasier fall apart.
yeah, but Thrasier has Thrasier can debuff on her own.
Yeah, with panic smoke, which is after combat.
Yeah.
Well, it's the problem is just he has nothing. He has no debuffs of his own, and to generate it yourself, I guess you can just use a smoke.
Just attack smoke,
Yeah.
realistically, or you can give him a chill.
All right.
It's not. I don't think it's that hard to get the penalty part. It's just a matter of his stats in general.
Yeah, and you gotta remember, Thrasier doesn't necessarily need. I mean, if she has a debuff on you, you're dead, but she doesn't necessarily need it to kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just will be a lot harder.
Okay. Anyways, Runeaxe. My biggest issue with it is just the lack of attack. To fix that, and you just gotta keep in mind, Narcian's not quick either. So,
33 speed with Runeaxe.
well, if Runeaxe triggers again, if it triggers, so everything falls apart if it doesn't trigger. That's my biggest issue with him. The good news is I really don't know of anyone who's still using Narcian. So if this isn't good, chances are it doesn't impact anyone. Because I don't.
I think it's pretty nice. It'll definitely get some very interesting build use, and I think that penalty teams are very common. So I wouldn't say it's that hard to insert, but
Maybe,
it's definitely gonna take a lot of commitment.
maybe run him with Yoon, run QR on him, whether it be a B skill or a seal, and with the Rune Axe giving him that sustain. I think you can pull off a pretty decent combination, relatively decently. It's just
But the fact that he's, I mean, granted feathers, but he's one of the easiest Grand Heroes to merge. You can do like +6 if you've had all of his copies for a while. Just stuff that.
I'll be straight up, guys. I've used him for what was his B skill? It's a breaker skill, isn't it?
Breaker.
I've used it for it. Yeah, I've used it.
Oh, so did I.
Yeah.
But
So-
I still have like 4 copies, 5 copies.
I still have a bunch of copies, but straight up, like I didn't value him at all when the game came out.
He was a check when the game came out with Emerald Axe.
Right.
Now he's a tank.
Okay. For the 2 Narcian people out there, let me know what you guys think about the Rune Axe. But other than that, I don't think it's a big impact on people either way. So moving on.
That's a weird perspective. He has the 2nd highest res of Axe Flyers after Camilla.
Yeah, I know that's the weird part. But
That is weird.
But when you mention it like that, I would just rather use Camilla. Here's the thing, Camilla's a great support hero, so.
Camilla only has 1 more attack if we're looking at the offensive edge, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, no, she definitely has something.
Okay, Bow of Beauty. Next, accelerate special trigger
Leon.
cooldown count -1, effectiveness against flying foes. At start combat, if unit's HP is over 50%, grants attack speed, defense +4 during combat, and if unit initiates combat, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. That's super good on Leon.
Mm-hmm.
He is
Easy impact.
very, very slow, so if he can prevent his opponents from doubling him, that's a
30.
huge boon.
Solid 30 speed.
Wait, he's actually 30 speed base? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Huh. That's still pretty slow, but that's a bit quicker than I remembered.
34 with Bow of Beauty. You could make him a speed build. He has speed +3, so I guess they kind of want him to be fast, even though he isn't.
That's kind of weird. Even if you go, if you go Bow of Beauty and you go plus speed on him, you would reach what, 37?
Yeah. Base. And then you have the impact, so reasonably, you're just trying to net doubles in some slower QR units. in
Num
particular.
cheer.
Huh. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Welcome back. Okay. To be honest, I prefer Bow of Beauty over. You know what? This is actually one of the better bow refines we've gotten. I've loved all the Brave bow refines we've gotten on Gordon and Klein, but most of the other bow refines I haven't enjoyed. This is actually probably, well, outside of a Varian, that's different. But outside of Varian, outside the Brave bow refines,
yeah.
I haven't really liked any of the bow refines until this one. I think this one's really good,
What other ones
actually.
have there been besides Rebecca's? I can't think of them.
Yeah, Rebecca's makes me sad.
That's the only one I can think of. But I think this one's just better.
Gordon actually has a very, very strong.
Oh, we
refine,
mentioned Gordon.
but
Gordon and Klein are the best refines of their bows.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But as far as this one, the fact that it's an impact with just a basic more than half health threshold for it, that's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
For reference, he'll hit 34 defense with Bow Beauty, so he actually is pretty solid physical bulk to survive.
Yeah,
with impact.
I'm glad they remembered that, because between Gordon and Leon and one more other hero, they were the highest defensive archers out there, so they are making use of that defense.
Yeah. I can't actually remember.
Oh, I think it was Corrin, actually.
Corrin. New Year's Male Corrin still has the highest at 34,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird.
So yeah, so they did try and make use of what he was good for and what he had that over other archers. So I like that. They did take advantage of that.
Leon does have an actually solid attack stat of 34. Only Jonka has more than him at 4 stars.
Mm.
So you could actually make that work.
You can. So yeah, Bow of Beauty, quite good. For me, the biggest standing point is your foe cannot make a follow-up attack. And impact skill is just so useful.
Impact is easily the best part.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take. I think it takes a lot of investment to make this like generally practical, but when you get there, it's actually a really, really good refine for Leon.
Yeah, considering that his weapon means that he wants to be initiating anyway, along with the fact that he's an archer, Swift Sparrow.
Yeah,
if you can give him Swift Sparrow 3, then that's going to be a much bigger jump in speed and
41.
just outright offensive power.
Yeah.
So that's 41 speed out the gate, 44 plus speed. I think you could make that work.
Okay, real quick. I think Swift Sparrow, Desperation, Bonfire. You have a 50% to 75% threshold where Desperation triggers. If you have that, you're just throwing out bonfires. I mean, well,
it's a finicky threshold.
It's a finicky threshold, right? But I think you can legitimately spam out bonfires just because it's special trigger cooldown count -1, dropping it to 2 cooldown. It'd be interesting, but I think he has something there.
There's definitely a lot of build potential with this one.
Wow, I was wondering why do we get so many subs? Salt Blue with the 5 gifted subs to Cappuccino 9, Jawang, Hero 34, Ronin Remix, and TP Chu. Thanks, dude. And welcome back yourself. Thanks for subscribing with tier 1. Thank you, man. I appreciate it so much. Guys, seriously, like, I've already explained it before. Like, this coronavirus thing has been like put my life on pause. But then I got to do a lot of other things that I wouldn't have been able to do if not for it. I really appreciate the ability to have another chance in my life to go try full-time streaming, and recently it's been looking pretty good, and it's thanks to you guys, so thank you guys so much. Anyways, yeah, Bow Beauty, great. Yep. Go ahead.
Getting into the Swift Sparrow and Desperation, considering the attack boost that he does get, Heavy Blade as the seal actually isn't a bad idea.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
If you invest enough in his attack, Heavy Blade, Desperation, if you can do that, Gale Force Bonfire, Heavy Blade, Desperation with Swift Sparrow 3 is a very solid, very synergetic way of going about it. If you don't want to do Desperation, I'd suggest Lull, or if you're being extremely weird, Mystic Booster Renewal.
Yep. I honestly think that Desperation is going to be one of the best B skills to complement this bow, because it is a playing weapon. Yeah, if you can actually manage that. If you're going up against physical opponents, other bow users, it's not going to be terribly difficult to get him into that threshold, more likely than not. And then as long as he's going faster and as long as he's hitting higher attack, then Bonfire comes out every turn unless guard is in play.
And technically he could kind of use flashing blade. Technically. If he goes plus...
If you really invest in his speed, yeah, he'd be able to.
Okay, instantly, I think he has a new best IV. Plus speed is very interesting. Plus attack is also interesting. I've already seen people do plus attack Leons. Plus defense is still very, very much viable, especially if you run like something like Q on him as well. Yeah, no, I like Bow Beauty. It's probably my favorite bow refine, in my top 5 favorite bow refines.
Yeah,
outside of Gordon,
absolutely.
Klein, and Varian. Okay, so to summarize, pick a favorite, guys. Which one did you like the most?
Weighted Lance.
I'm going to say that I think I like Dark Greatsword the most, but I will definitely be using Weighted Lance the most.
Wow.
I will like it more as soon as I get Bold Fighter on Gwendloyn.
What about you, chat? For me though, it's Dark Greatsword.
These refines suck will do nothing against the new power creep units.
Bruh, you're such a party pooper. Guys, come on, you gotta realize this game is always gonna get power creep. Always gonna be another better hero, alright? But that shouldn't stop you from celebrating things. Do you wanna be the next guy to say, oh hey, this hero's great, but Lysithea kills it? Because, I'm sorry, that's just such a stupid argument. Yeah, sure, there will always be a better hero, but that doesn't mean you can't celebrate that your hero, that you use, that you cared for all this time, is now improved. Come on.
Yeesh.